This is Jesse with Atomic Era Motors, coming back at you again from New Mexico. This time I will not be building a car in a junkyard, however I have bought several more cars. But I am here for something very special. That is a 1959 Plymouth Fury. I just bought it. This is the reason that I am here this time. This car belonged to Dalton's neighbor, Sheridan, which you guys have seen in some of the videos. Previously, it belonged to the same gentleman that I bought my 62 from, which is the last car that I tried to drive home. The story goes that the fellow that had it before Sheridan got it running, did some things to it, and he was working under the car or something, and it was running, and it popped into gear, popped into reverse, and actually he almost got seriously hurt. Folded the driver's door back, and I guess that was a mess. So he just parked it and was done with it. Didn't want anything to do with it. So Sheridan bought it, and he did several things to it. It still needs some work in order to make the drive and just be roadworthy, which I've got parts for. You will see all of that. But let me show you around this thing. Under the hood, we have got a Poly 318. This is not a Sport Fury, so it is a 2-barrel, and it does not have the 361 Gold Commando, which was an option in the Sport Furies. Also, it is a 4-door sedan, ultra rare and desirable 4-door sedan. Another difference between a Sport Fury and this, just regular Fury, I guess you'd call it, a Sport Fury will have the circle emblem around where it says Fury on the fin, and this trim actually flares up and gets much wider at the end. At first, when I looked at it, I was confused. I thought, well, that's not Fury trim. This car has been painted before, and maybe somebody just stuck Fury badges on it, because that's Belvedere trim on the side. No, it's not a Belvedere. I did decode the VIN. It is a true 59 Fury, but it's an early Fury too. It's like the 10,000th something Fury in 59, so it was actually probably built in 58, late 58. Show you under the hood. It does have, you'll notice, a newer master cylinder. Some of the brake parts have been replaced, I guess. Sheridan said some had been done. I think he did some, and Patrick might have done some too. I don't know. It has brakes. They are not good. Therefore, I bought every single component for this brake system to replace. Another issue, I don't know if you can really see, but there's oil everywhere. This has either got a broken ring or stuck rings because it has got a serious amount of blow-by. I am hoping that I can just maybe run some motor purr or something through it and just run it. I mean, it really hasn't been driven much. I'm hoping that will help. Maybe reseat those rings. Surely that is just the problem. But I think we ought to take her around the block. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. Okay, so like I said, it does run and drive. Oh, it's a push button too. Push button torque flight. Absolutely nothing wrong with those when they work. Come on. Oh yeah, carburetor needs some attention. That's right. I don't think we've really got accelerator pump. Come on. There she went. Oh yeah, fuel gauge doesn't work. I want to address that. You gotta pump the brakes a lot. There's very clearly a leak somewhere in the system. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I forgot. I need to get that carburetor sorted out. Let's see, here is the push button setup. Oh, you're gonna really do this now? It was running just fine earlier. There we go. This is just a spectacular automobile. I wanted it since I first saw it. other slight issue is if you let go of the steering wheel, it really wants to go left into oncoming traffic. I'm gonna need to address that. I've got a few ideas what I think it is. None of them are good, but really have got to look at that before I take this home, because it's about to drive 1,000 miles. Like, I brought no vehicle here, so this has got to make it. So my plan is I want to try to get this thing together in like the next 2 days, and that way I've got pretty much a week to drive it around town here, do things with it, really get a feel for the car before I take off on the open road. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently than we did with the 62. I knew what I was buying, so I was able to order parts ahead of time in this case, whereas with that car I had no idea, so getting parts, whatever, was kind of difficult. And this car is significantly cooler than that 62. So first thing, I want to jack this, especially this driver's side up, and have a look at it. Try to figure out why we're pulling so hard to the driver's side. Plus I can, rebuild all the brakes one wheel at a time. I think it'd be the easiest. Pop this hubcap off. These are left-handed threads, by the way, on the driver's side. A lot of these old cars are. Typically, the way you can tell is 3 or 4 of the studs will be broken off. Those are abnormally hot. I think I figured out the problem. The reason it's pulling to the side so bad is because the brakes were dragging. It's a damn good thing I didn't just take off and go very far in this car. Yeah, this drum is hot, and that was literally just a drive around the block, and it does not turn well at all. So that gives me some traumatic flashbacks. Now, another issue I'm seeing. This hose appears to have been replaced. However, so has this line. Well, it should be in a, where they join together, there should be a mount for that, and I'm not seeing that. I don't really want to run that. That's not good, just to have the line and the hose just flopping like that. But I can figure that out later. First thing, let me go ahead and pop this drum off. Get the dust cover off. Oh, not seeing it well. Now there's grease in it. By the way, hubcaps make excellent parts trays. Everybody always seems to struggle getting cotter pins out. That cotter pin's also not bent correctly, but everybody seems to struggle with it. I don't know why. First thing that I reach for when pulling cotter pins is a pair of dikes, or side cutters. I guess maybe you're not allowed to say dikes, I don't know. But pull right out with those. Now, get this packing nut off. Yeah, it was definitely not the bearings being too tight. Ah, well, everything's good and tight. Oh no. Except that upper ball joint. Yes, those wheel cylinders are new. Well, newer. There's not really anything wrong with them. Now, I do see an issue. This is I guess that's what's called the 3-point braking system, because there's, of course, an early and a late 59 brake on these cars. And I ordered the one for the early, because this is, an early VIN. It's the next day. Didn't get much done last night, mainly just got parts ordered. I did get the upper ball joints in this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the backing plate and brake assembly off both fronts, and then go ahead and pull the spindle and see if I can get the front upper ball joints in. The lowers will be in tomorrow, but basically I'm going to just attack the whole front end of the car and try to get all that stuff wrapped up first. that's going to be the worst. I do have all the stuff to rebuild the brakes on the rear, but that's not nearly as big of a deal as what I've got going on the front. So let's get started. So first thing, I'm going to disconnect the front brake line, and then you've got 4 bolts that bolt through the spindle, and this whole backing plate and brake assembly will come off as a unit. Actually kind of cool the way they did it. I think I'm going to have to build or come up with some kind of bracket to hold that where it bolts to the rubber hose. I don't want it just free floating like it is. It's kind of dangerous. Alright. Put that off. And just like that, got the whole brake assembly off. You've got to do this to replace the wheel cylinders anyway. And I've got access to the spindle now. Oh yeah. Yeah, those ball joints are awful. And then these cars have got pretty much just standard Chrysler style ball joints. The uppers actually thread in the control arm. I think the lowers are press in though, which is just like any other car. But once you remove the cotter keys, then it's just remove that big nut on each one, and then we'll use a ball joint separator, see if we can't hammer those apart. Upper 7/8. And the lower is 1 inch. Oh, come on. Typically what I do when replacing ball joints is just take a hammer and smack where they seat. I'm going to try one of these ball joint separators. Yes, it's working incredibly well. Somebody greased the hell out of those. I guess hoping that that would fix it. Got that upper popped out. So now it's just the lower. Yeah, those ball joints are absolutely terrible. So this is one of the new uppers, and you can see they are threaded. I really like these. Chrysler did it for a very, very long time. I believe the lowers are also threaded on this car. So they just thread into the control arm. They are awesome compared to press-in ball joints, unless somebody who had no idea what they were doing tried to replace them before. A lot of times you'll find people think that, you know, regardless of the fact that there are threads on these, that, you know, you just press them in and out. And that destroys the control arms. So you'll find a lot of these old Chryslers, people will have welded these ball joints in over time, which is awesome. Well, so I was going to get the ball joints apart, but I don't have a wrench that will fit that right now. I'm going to have to go to town and get one at some point, but let's focus on rebuilding the brakes. So, first, just remove these retainer springs, which I should have new ones. Maybe they, I don't know. I don't remember seeing them. That one off, and that shoe comes off like that. Remove the wheel cylinder bolts. I can just leave that brake line on. Brake line. There. And this is these are your adjusters. Okay. So, new issue. These are the 3-platform brakes. I thought they looked different than the 3-platform brakes I put together on the 62 Chrysler a few months ago. No, they're the same thing. Which means that the brake kit that I got doesn't interchange. The wheel cylinders are different. The slot that is machined in them to bolt them to the center assembly is different size. According to the old Chrysler manual, whatever, when they came, the film and stuff, when they came out with the 3-platform brakes in mid-59, wheel cylinders, shoes, backing plates are all different. The reproduction shoes are the same between the single and 3-platform brakes, so I can get away with using the new shoes that I've got. But what I'm going to have to do is remove the guts from the new wheel cylinders and just basically rebuild the wheel cylinders instead of just bolting new ones on. So I now have to go to town and get a wheel cylinder hone, and I also need to get a great big wrench so I can remove the ball joints. But yeah, this is great. Love it. I love Chrysler, but just mid-year brake change. And then another thing too, I decoded the VIN on this car. This is the 10,000th, like 400 and something Fury or Plymouth in 59. It should be an early car. They made 300 some thousand of them. Why this car would have the later brakes on it is beyond me, unless that's been changed at some point. I don't know, but yeah. So I tried. I mean, I did what you're supposed to do, but still came back to bite me. So now I gotta go buy more stuff. There, got the line loose. These are not the correct front brake lines. Pretty sure these are exactly the same as the ones I put on the 62, which were for like a 76 Chevelle, which have the same threads and everything. I could see that being done. Now I'm gonna pop the old pistons out. Luckily they're not seized, or not that seized. It can be a real bear getting pistons out of these wheel cylinders because you can't push them out from either side. Okay. It just comes out like that. Oh, cool. Of course the size is not labeled. They've got to be the same bore size. The spring. There's some dirt and trash inside of there. I will clean it. The bore looks really good, so I'll just give them a quick hone and clean them out with brake clean. I really wish I had a clean surface to be doing this on instead of just doing it in the dirt. All right, got a nice temporary workbench set up here. Clean all of our parts. A little bit of rust and stuff in this bore, but nothing that I can't get out with the hone. We'll give it a little dab. ATF, that's my oil of choice when it comes to honing things. Oh yeah, that cleaned right up. Well, you're not going to be able to see, but that bore is nice and shiny. So now let me disassemble one of the new ones and take its guts. So that's the piston, new spring. They're both 1 1/8". Take our spring, put it in there, the piston, or with the seal, I guess. Oh yes, that fits quite nicely inside that bore. Piston, and the new cover. Just like that, and then we gotta take the old pusher off. Just like that. Rebuilt wheel cylinder. I give you 2 rebuilt wheel cylinders. They came out really nice. They should be absolutely just fine. So now I need to clean up the backing plate. I want to get the adjusters loose on that assembly, kind of clean this up some, and then reassemble the unit. And then this side is done other than ball joints. So then we can tear apart the other side and do the exact same thing. As you can see, this driver's side is now completely reassembled. There were a couple things that were wrong previously. One of them being this little cup for the spring was actually on the back side of the backing plate, which is not correct. Got that fixed. Everything has been cleaned. Everything works. As far as I know, I got the cam adjusters loose and working. This should be all good to go. I have become a master at the Chrysler 3-point braking system now, so that's good. I cannot get the ball joints out on this side. I'm going to have to go buy a 2-inch wrench and or 2-inch square socket. So yeah, the pipe wrench trick did not work. So the next thing is going to be tear the other side down and do the exact same thing I did here. And then that way at least the front brakes will be ready to slap back on once I can put the spindles back on the car. So now remember, right hand side is right hand lug nuts or bolts, or just standard. This brake does not drag at all like the other side did, so that's good. Actually, bearing's a little loose. How's the ball joint? Oh yeah. Yeah, that ball joint is equally as bad, and I'm seeing, I guess that's rubber fuel line. Someone ran a rubber line up. Someone ran a rubber line up, so that's cool. Why would you have not just used the steel that's right there? I have to remember that. And then this, again, same story. Pop this one apart. Same exact thing as the other side, except this one's loose. Timken bearings, but those are the originals. They look fine. Need a little bit more grease, but we'll fix that. What did I do with the socket? I just had it. 4 bolts, and then this just comes off like that. The front brake assemblies are rebuilt on the car. So currently waiting on tune-up parts, carburetor kit, ball joints, a hub puller for the rears. Yes, I destroyed mine, so I had to buy another hub puller. So there's not a whole lot I can really do, at least not today. Oh, and I need a wrench to pull the old ball joints, which I don't have because it's 2-inch. I thought I could get it with a pipe wrench, but I couldn't. So literally, like, the only thing I can do to this car right now would be a new master cylinder, which I've got. Ah, yes. Look at that beautiful poly. Just a 4-bolt master, nothing hard. And it probably hooks to the pedal inside, but let's pull those 4 bolts out. Notice that line is weeping a little bit down there where it goes into the block. So that's cool, with a T. Might want to think about that. Might also be worth looking into those sketchy wires that are just twisted together. Yeah, 4 or 4 studs. And then I'll have to disconnect it from the pedal. Then to disconnect the master cylinder from the pedal, you've got a 3/16 head on that bolt, and then looks like an 11/16 nut, and then I ought to just be able to pull it right out of the firewall. Just like that. I just pulled the lid off this brand new master cylinder, and there's an O-ring just laying inside of it. Should I be concerned? Oh, you know, this new master cylinder, I'm just going to ignore the O-ring that was in the bottom of it. Probably just meant to seal around the bolt or something in the top, even though there's a copper washer on there already. We'll go ahead and give this thing a kind of a bench bleed, except without the bench part, you know. I'm just going to fill it with fluid, and I can see bubbles coming out, so that's good. I'm going to just put my finger over where the fitting goes. Oh yeah, lots of bubbles. Yeah, getting pressure out of it. Good luck! Oh yeah, this is bled quite nicely. I would actually say that's pretty much already done. This bolts right back on like the old one. Well, the master cylinder's in, hooked up to the pedal, hooked up to the line again. We're all good to go there. It's been a struggle today. It really has been. Did not think I don't know, I just really thought I'd be getting more done than I am, but it is what it is. I'm being held up by parts now and tools. So this is about where I'm at today. I think this is gonna wrap it up. So tomorrow I should have a lot of parts show up. Gonna be really busy, hopefully. As frustrating as some of this stuff is, it is still good to be in the desert working on another forward look Chrysler. I like this. Okay, it's the next morning, and I spent all day yesterday attacking the front of the car. Still waiting on some parts, so now let's attack the back of the car. Oh, this is gonna take a while. First thing, get the wheel pulled off. That lug was loose. You're supposed to jack these up by the frame or the bumper so the suspension can droop, but not really able to do that at the moment. There. Okay. So this drum needs to come off. Of course, got to remove the big nut, which this one's clearly been off because it's not tight. Well, yeah, it's not as tight as it should be, and there's no cotter pin in it. So that's a really good way to tempt fate there. 1.25 inches is what size that is. That drum oh my God. Any of you that know anything about tapered axle shafts should know that what I just did should not be possible. The drum was not seated on that axle. If it was, I should not have been able to pull it off. There's the brakes. But yeah, that was a deadly accident just waiting to happen, because the fact that that nut was loose and this drum was loose and there was no cotter pin in it, that would have come off and been deadly, potentially. But anyway, brakes don't look too bad, actually. I guess what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I'm gonna have to pull this wheel cylinder. I think I can just remove the springs and the retainers, get the shoes out of the way, pull the guts out of that wheel cylinder, give it a hone, rebuild. Should be good. Just gonna simply remove these springs. No big deal. These are also put together wrong. Look at this. This little spring cup does not go on the backing plate. They go on either side of the spring. So that was done wrong. Now, if I can pry on that spring, I think I can pop it off there. And then the shoe should just come off. Like that, see? That's simple. Beautiful. Then, those shoes were not making great contact with the drum. Could be because the drum was out. It was out a good 1/4, 3/8 of an inch because it was not seated on the axle. Wheel seal looks okay. Doesn't appear that it was leaking. The wheel cylinder definitely was leaking. That's good. Like every wheel cylinder on this car leaked. So I grabbed the new wheel cylinder and they look completely identical. I might be able to actually just switch this out instead of stealing the guts out of it, which I would prefer anyway. Okay, got that out. Now we'll slide the new one in. Oh yes, that is the same. So the rear wheel cylinders are the same on these. Oh, dummy. It was like that. Why didn't you say something? Nice. Alright, so now I just got to throw the fitting back on it and clean it a little bit and it's done. Just a little bit of drag. Another thing to note too, when adjusting these brakes on these Chryslers, so there's a adjuster nut or cam on the front and the back shoe. The front one goes, you turn it direction of wheel rotation. The rear one goes opposite, it's reverse. So, and that is the front brakes, when you adjust those, they both turn the direction of wheel rotation. The only shoe that is adjusted opposite is the rear shoe on the rear brakes. Pop this wheel cover off. Also no cotter pin on this side. Missing a lug bolt. That's cool. That nut might actually be tight on this side though, so that's good. This one does not look like it's been off. Good. That wasn't very very tight. So, I've got a special tool for this that I bought specifically for this. I had another one, but I destroyed it. So, I've got another one. Let me show you how you're actually supposed to remove these drums. This right here. This is specifically a tapered axle drum puller. Now, you can get lots of different ones, but this one, the dog bone, is the best. So this one's actually an American-made one. It's an OTC brand, which is supposed to be pretty good. The last one I had was just a cheap Chinese one, and I destroyed it. So the way they work is they bolt to three of the through three of the holes for the lugs. Snug them up. Like that. Then you've got this large piece of all thread, which of course I dropped in the dirt right before this. This takes a minute. Oh, and you also really need to oil the threads too. Now, you want that to land on the face of that axle. Might have to loosen these back up some. It should center itself in the hole like that. There, see? Now, you don't just take an impact and put it on that nut. You can, but the best method is this. Hammer on the dog bone, and look, this was an incredibly easy one. Normally you beat on them and heat them up and scream at them and call them all kinds of things before they come off. That wheel cylinder was also leaking, and this one, yeah, that wheel cylinder I think was leaking some. Very minimal contact with the drum, but I mean, whatever, not bad I guess, except those are installed wrong again. So, but yeah, tear this down, do the exact same thing. Almost just had a problem, but I caught myself. The spring catch, spring thing, whatever, this spring, sorta, that this spring also catches on, it should catch on a pin down here, and it looks like it came out. So, the other one's also, I think that one's okay, but this one's not, so let me fix that. And just like that, it's together. It's just a slight amount of drag. Should be just fine. So now that the brakes are pretty much all sorted out, still waiting on ball joints for the front end. So the only logical thing to do would be to start working on some of the things that need fixed under the hood. One thing, I don't believe the charging system works. There's a serious draw. The battery was dead. I left it hooked up overnight and it was just completely flat dead. So one of the culprits could be the original voltage regulator. So that should be battery right there, which I can do a little bit better job. I can just cut that wire and put a ring terminal on it. Some other things. I need to replace these heater core lines. This one I just touched and it fell right off. It's kind of brittle, see? Need to replace that one. This one's actually, that one, these are actually fine. The carburetor also needs some tender loving care. Get off there. This carb is leaky. The needle likes to stick. Go figure. It's one of the rubber tipped needles, I imagine. But yeah, I've got a kit for this. I can pull that off, take it apart, soak it. I would also like to do a full tune-up on this. I've got cap and rotor, and I've got plugs. I need to go get wires. What else do I need? I need carburetor cleaner if I'm going to rebuild that carb. And I should probably also get new battery cables because these are pretty poor. So, looks like I will be going to the parts store. Hi! Hope you're enjoying today's video. We'll get back to that shortly. I need just a minute to talk to you about today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Upside. Upside is an app you download on your phone. You're going to need to use this phone, not this one. I tried. The free Upside app gets you cash back on gas, groceries, and dining, which are 3 things that are probably draining your wallet right now just like they are mine. Right here, I have got an offer for 66 cents back a gallon. You will download the app and you will choose from one of the over 100,000 participating locations. Buy fuel, buy groceries, dine out like normal, but you can accept an offer to receive cash back on that purchase. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use the promo code, all caps, Atomic Era to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon of your first tank of fuel. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using the promo code Atomic Era. I will also put a link in the description with my promo code. And that's cash back. That is not points or something else that you're probably not going to use. I went all out. I even got a new starter cable because yeah, that's kind of poor. I got those, got carb cleaner, got new plug wires. I should have everything to do a proper tune-up on this car now. I swear, it's like every time I touch this car, it's like $300, $500, $200. Every time. Like every trip to town I've made to buy anything, it's been no less than like $300. This is the most expensive car I've ever messed with. I would also just like to point out that after all the brake fumbling around I have done with this car, that one I did essentially nothing, and the brakes are actually better than they were, what, a month or 2 ago when I was here. They work fine now. You don't even need to pump them. Start with the new starter cable. Okay, new positive cable. And then very last, of course, the new ground. Very nice. Those old cables were pretty poor. This one was smoking and melting and stuff, so junk. Now, I guess, what do I want to do the least? Pop this cap off. The cap actually looks kind of new. The wires are not. The wires look original. Oh, cap is there. Oh, cap and rotor are different. So, but that's fine. It doesn't need it anyway, probably. So, I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna start with the carburetor. Pull that baby off, rebuild it. Hopefully the kit I got's wrong, just like everything else. These are pretty straightforward to remove. That's already rounded off for me, that's perfect. Yes. Oh, got it. Yeah, I did have new plugs, wires. I might throw plugs in it, but new wires, cap and rotor. Cap and rotor's wrong. Wires, I don't know, they're not great. If I have time, I will replace them, but I've really got to focus on other things like this horrible carburetor and ball joints. Ball joints, that's about to be a pretty big mess, and you'll see why. But let's get through this carb rebuild first, shall we? I got the carburetor off right here, and I think I figured out why the car is so difficult to start. There is excessive play in this base plate around the throttle shaft, so not only there's obviously side-to-side play, that's not a huge deal, but what is all the up and down play in that shaft. That's a huge vacuum leak, and that's not good. So I can either try to find a bushing kit and rebush that, or maybe find a different base plate out of a junkyard. I pulled the base plate off, and in order to get this shaft out, of course, you've got to pull the throttle blades out, and that's 4 brass screws, and even when you heat them up and soak them, they still can break off easily, which is exactly what these did. So this base plate is done. I mean, I've either got to find a whole different carburetor or at least find a base plate. So I don't know. This Fury. It's the end of what, day 2 or 3 working on the Fury. So basically what I got accomplished today is rear brakes only. That is it. So currently waiting on a radiator. That won't be here till Thursday now. The ball joint socket that I need for removing those ball joints will not be here till Thursday. Alternator, Thursday. Carburetor, Thursday. So yeah, I guess I could change the oil. I could put spark plugs in it, put new plug wires on it, but I've got an entire day tomorrow. So I think the best course of action right now is to probably get drunk. It's the next morning, and I guess the only thing I can really do is I can make plug wires, which I was not looking forward to, and change all the plugs. And I guess I can do heater core lines and change the oil, but that is literally all that I have the parts to do right now until tomorrow. So I guess let's pull the plugs. That'll give us a good idea who's running decent or at all and who's not. We'll start with number 1. Actually, it looks really good. There's not really anything wrong with that at all. Probably don't even need to change the plugs. I got them all changed on this side. They look really good. The only one that's a little bit weird to me is this one. Now it looks okay, however it is wet and it is gas, so that cylinder may not be firing all the time or at all. So you know, who knows? Might not be anything. I really thought there'd be something more obvious. Of course, over here, number 8 is also wet with fuel, just like number 7 was over there. But other than that, they all look fine. Something that concerned us a lot about this car was the amount of blow-by that it seemed to have. You know, crankcase pressure blow-by, as if there was a hole in the piston or, you know, stuck ring, broken ring. But I'm not seeing any indication of any of that based on any of these plugs. I mean, they all were running, except maybe the back 2, but it ran too good to be down a couple cylinders. So I don't know. That tells me right there, though, this engine is pretty healthy, which is good. So the next thing, I'm gonna make plug wires. I did get a cap and rotor, the correct cap and rotor, on order. There are different distributors that these cars ran, and of course the first cap and rotor I ordered was for the other style. So waiting on that. That'll be here tomorrow. But I can go ahead and replace the wires. Everything is going to be here tomorrow, actually. Yeah, that's just kind of the way this thing's been, is like hurry up and wait, you know. Thought I ordered I thought I ordered a bunch of parts and kind of had a good head start, but you know, they were wrong. So everything has just been wrong or unavailable. In case you have not made your own plug wires, it's pretty basic. I'll just demonstrate one here. So I always do one wire at a time. That'll give me the basic length, how long it needs to be. And then hold up the cut to length wire, get them, you know, pretty close, same length. Typically, yeah, you can go a little shorter depending on how you route your wires. You can clean it up, make it look a little bit better. But in this case, you need to just cut a few inches off. Cut it off. Then we don't need the old one anymore. Throw it to the side. Then, using some side cutters or dikes or wire cutters, strip back the new wire, which will expose the core. These are not copper core like the original ones would have been. But then take one of these guys, depending on what kind of boot you have. Some are straights, these are 90 degree. Slide your wire in, and then just crimp these tabs down, which will capture the new wire, like that, crimp together. Then you select your boot, which in this case one of these 90 degree guys. A little bit of lube goes a long way trying to slide these through. You can use WD-40, spit, grease, Astroglide, whatever you got on hand. And we want to slide this in like that. And then just kind of work it through. Straight boots are easier. Gonna destroy the one I'm filming. Slide it on through, and then it'll look like that. And then you're done. You just put it in the distributor cap. Oh, fits just incredibly well. Plug wires are done, minus the one that I screwed up and cut too short, so I had to throw an old one back on there. It's fine. I'm gonna kind of shift gears a little bit. The elephant in the room here is really the ball joints, and I should have a socket coming tomorrow night, maybe at some point. But you know, there's a few little things I could do still under the hood, like replace the heater core lines and change the oil, but that's really small stuff. I'm gonna have to have the cooling system opened up again anyway, because I've got a radiator coming, because this one's kind of screwed. But let me show you what I'm gonna try to do. As I was saying, the ball joints are the big deal right now, because if I could get the ball joints in, I could put the front end back together, bleed the brakes, have the car on the ground. It'd be a huge step. So they're a 2-inch square, and I bought this hub socket and of course just immediately broke one of the little tits off. But I think what I can do is I can use that piece, that flat piece there. Actually, might not even need to do that. I bet I can grind these off and then cut notches in this to make it fit around the ball joint better. Got this new ball joint set on here, and I just set it on top of this socket and marked with a marker where I need to notch it out so I can grab all 4 sides of the ball joint, and hopefully this will work. I really hope it does. Okay, here's the finished product. I decided, because of the way I had to make this, probably better not to film it. So, that fits. Is it gonna get the old ones out of the car? Let's find out. Great. Let me try heating that up some and see if that'll help. It didn't work. I'm gonna have to kind of turn this up a notch, I think. It's looking like what I'm going to end up probably having to do is welding a socket to this ball joint to try to get it out. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, I was going to back the welding trailer over here since Buff and I just fixed the welder. And then it just started pouring. Bear in mind, there, wasn't supposed to be any rain today at all, so it's a great day. I think I might just go drink a beer. Let this kind of blow over. Got the welding rig backed up here. Let me show you what the plan is. Just gonna weld my socket that I customized to the top of that ball joint, and then I should be able to get enough torque to twist it out. Now, I will say this: do not ever weld on or heat up ball joints. It is very dangerous. What can happen is the heat expansion can actually cause that ball and that socket to expand, and shoot out, and it is dangerous, so don't do it. So you'll notice once I get done welding this, I had to change the socket. The first one I tried to weld on was too big, and I couldn't really get a good weld on the outside of the ball joint without just welding it completely to the control arm. It's just that easy. Nothing to it. Guess I should have also mentioned earlier, yes, I do have the correct socket on the way, but, well, allegedly correct socket on the way, but that one was pretty much destroyed, so the socket wouldn't have fit over it anyway, so I didn't really have an option. But I might just do the exact same thing on that lower one, because they should unscrew as well. But let's see if this new upper fits. Kinda, maybe. So 2 removed ball joints later, the lower one threaded in no problem. The upper one, not so much. Because when it backed out of there and unthreaded, I just, happened to look in the control arm and the threads were gone. So it's gonna be a problem. Tomorrow's problem, I think, actually. So let me kind of just reiterate what's been going on in this situation really quickly for you. I ordered a whole bunch of parts for this car. What did show up on time were the brakes, which were wrong. The radiator, I paid a lot of extra money to have it here by Monday, so 4 days ago. And it got lost and has been getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Then of course I tore into the car, found the ball joints were bad. That was a chore getting them. I had to pretty much fight with the parts store. Paid a ton of extra money to get those here early. And then of course when they showed up, they told me they'd been picked up and they hadn't been picked up, so that was a nightmare trying to find them. My alternator also got delayed. I don't know, everything has been either wrong or I can't get it or or it's not showing up on time. And I need to leave in 2 days. I'm supposed to be leaving Saturday morning first thing. That's where we're at. It's not going well. There was a plan here. What it was to have all the parts here for the car, get it ready within about a day or two, and then I could have all week to drive it, test it, do things with it. Everything I did not do with the 62. But that's clearly not happening. Back to where we were yesterday. This lower ball joint is in just fine. This upper one, the threads are destroyed in the control arm, so that's going to be a fun deal getting that in. And since my socket's not going to show up, I think I'm going to just have to carefully tack weld another socket to it, impact it in, and then I might even give it a couple little safety tack welds on the control arm to hold it in place. I'm joined by Dalton.
Hey, what am I paying you for? I'm going to help them. I have to work on a Chrysler.
Yeah, you're going to do basically what I'm doing over here, right?
I'm going to try. And when I give up, I'll do your heater core lines.
Those ball joints are really easy to get in and out.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Shouldn't have any issues at all.
No, we just need a welder is all.
Well, I'm gonna go grab more sockets to weld the ball joints, I guess, because I'm gonna need at least 2 for that. So.
Gotta buy it. You should have just bought a full set from like Harbor Freight.
The problem is though, they've got to be like 1 1/8, 1 1/4. You know.
You could have bought the whole 3/4 inch drive set from Harbor Freight. Then you could do like 10 ball joints. Jesse's got to run to O'Reilly to get some stuff, so I'll start excavating over here. This is oh yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, surprised they don't just come right out. There we go. Yeah, these ball joints are trashed. And you know, This is the kind of thing, I don't think you see a lot of the guys on YouTube doing this before they take a real long road trip. I'm guilty of it myself a few times, but these are pretty bad. And you know, if you were to drive it home, it might make it fine, or it might literally fall apart, kill them or someone else. So this is absolutely something that needs to be done. I hope he emphasized that to you. Alright, hold on.
How's that lower ball joint coming out?
Oh, dude, it's great. You know, the upper came right off, and I was like, oh yeah. And this one, not so much.
Cool. Well, on this side, I just gently tack welded a socket to that top one so I can get an impact on there and, you know, cross thread it into that control arm. It's just that simple. Oh.
Didn't weld her good enough, huh?
No, I was trying to make it easy to remove. There! It's installed! Now I just gotta grind the socket off the top of it. So you grind the welds down and then, you know, you just knock it right off. Look, installed beautifully. You can't even tell I welded a bunch of to it.
Hell yeah!
Isn't that nice?
I mean, you know, that's so much easier than any other car.
Yeah, why would you even want press-in ball joints after this experience?
You spent more money on sockets than you did on ball joints, I think.
Pretty close. Those ball joints are like $60 a piece. So.
Oh.
Plus $50 in overnight shipping. Those are both in. Next, the spindle needs to go on, and then the brake assembly. Dalton was trying to get the ball joints out of this side. Of course, like I tried before, would not move. So we're gonna have to go back to the technique of welding a socket to them, which that's what I'm about to do. Oh yeah, just like it was nothing. Now I've only got the lower one to do that too. Well, I've changed my strategy a little bit here. I'm currently cutting the socket part of this ball joint apart and trying to chisel it apart and get it out. My thinking is if I can get that out, then maybe I can drill all the way through the bottom of it and get a sawzall blade in there and slice it and then relief it, and then maybe just chisel it out of the control arm. Just like that. I welded another socket to the top of it.
I just put bolts
Wide on set. And now it moves a little bit.
Hey!
Isn't that great?
Yeah, now just make it move all the way.
Yeah, it just needs to come the rest of the way out.
But that's the last one, right?
That is the last one.
All right, so home free, right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting the new ones in is going to be just as fun, I'm sure.
Hey, but you're on the home stretch. You got this.
The car might be on the ground at the end of the day today. Might actually run and drive again if the carburetor shows up.
There you go. Who are these people?
She does. She wants me to get rid of it.
There you go.
Yes.
Now you got Cameo. You'll get 10 more subs.
And at the expense of 2 more sockets, this other side is now installed. I think I'm going to throw a couple tack welds on them just to be on the safe side. I know it sucks, but it's about the safest thing I can do at this point. And there we go, just like that. I'd say future Jesse's probably not going to be very happy about this one. That's much better. Not proud of how I had to put those in or take the old ones out, but you can see no more play. That will not kill anybody. So just make it, you know, a nightmare to take back apart.
Well, we're making some headway over here, and we've got this drum on, Jesse's got that one on after a little bit of headache. And I'm getting the bearing adjusted. And I asked him, I said, hey, where's the keeper for the cotter pin? And there weren't any. So this thing was just trying to kill someone 7 ways from Sunday, dude. Like, that's...
Very dangerous.
Yeah. We are going to have to source those, because you start driving on that, it'll at least let that nut back off a 1/4 inch. You really think that cotter pin will stop it once it starts spinning? No way.
No. Yeah, we might need to go to the junkyard.
I bet we can find them there. Good thing you didn't get those drums turned.
We could.
No, not anymore. It's too late now. They're already on the car.
Oh, yeah. That's a snug fit.
Might back that off just a touch.
We don't want to just let them self-clearance.
No, I'd back the... I think your bearing is hung up.
Oh, that nut's loose.
Didn't you try to let him self-clearance once?
I'm not doing... We don't need to go there. These are really cool. Try to get adjusted. There we go.
There you go. That feels... That's like the other side. Yeah.
What do we think about that?
I think you should keep a 7/16 wrench handy.
You think that's too much drag? I mean, that's...
I think it's the drum catching because it's just not perfect. But
It should self-clearance.
it will. It'll just turn themselves.
Ah!
Are we going to a junkyard?
We're going to a junkyard.
All right.
I'm back here in the junkyard, looking for a victim, preferably a Chrysler. 56 Plymouth. Do you have anything? Go on. 54 Chrysler. Gone. There is a 62 Chrysler over here. Oh look, here's another, what, 66 Chrysler or something. Better not take anything from that, make everyone mad like I did before. I don't even know where the one I stole the motor out of is. It's somewhere. Huh. I have not seen it. Oh, maybe that's it over there. There's one on this 62. See if I can extract it. Oh, someone's used a nail as a cutter pin. So you know it was a really well cared for automobile. Come on. Got one. And then here's the other one on this side. Cool. Let me snag that.
So, you're, what's going on over here? Oh, wait, I thought we already did that.
We did about 12 times. But whenever you adjust these adjustment cams, that the spring, so you've got a spring here that hooks on that tit right there, which I guess does not feel like it's hooked on right now. The spring runs around here, hooks on that, and it rides on this adjustment cam. Now, when you adjust that cam to, you know, try to bring the shoes in or out, whatever, if you go too far, that'll snap off. And then, you know, this return spring, you know, then there's no tension on the return spring on the shoe. So you got to be really careful adjusting these. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong, or I don't know.
I mean, I would have thought after doing it 12 times in a row, you'd have figured out how to do it.
Well, it worked great until I had to put the drum on it and adjust it.
That's a great, I mean, this is brilliant. Brilliant engineering right there, folks.
I don't know why the spring couldn't have just been, you know, hard mounted like right there. Just right there. Instead of, what do we gain from that?
Performance.
There's nothing to be gained by having the main spring hooked to another spring.
You're the one that wants to play life on hard mode, okay? Don't blame Plymouth. So I put a new cap and rotor on because I'm a mechanic. And, yeah, he got a new carburetor. Oh, man. I'm going to let him deal with the, you know, that. I don't want to. Not that kind of a mechanic. He got himself a new Amazon carburetor here. I mean, if that doesn't scream quality.
Yeah, show them what you're going to have to do to make the throttle
Oh, it's just typical, you know, is it even worth showing? See, there's just a slight difference here. It's basically the same throttle bracket. However, this one go up, this one go down. So we're just gonna bend that
Exactly
one.
what the other person did.
The other person being like Bob on the assembly line, I think, because that looks pretty factory, don't you think? It looks like it's supposed to be bent.
Look at where I don't think it is supposed to be bent. But...
Well, should we try to put it on straight up?
Well, then we'll have to adjust the throttle linkage and kickdown. And, you know, that's pretty serious.
I'm just gonna set it on here. See what it looks like. I mean,
take it off again.
he's having fun down there. I think it's a very minor adjustment.
If one of you would like to send me a Chrysler shop manual for a 1959 Plymouth Fury, I would appreciate it.
You could use one. Yeah. Alright, I got his carburetor on here and made a couple modifications. It had a really thick fiber base plate gasket on it, and I think that's why they quit using the thermostatic choke, and they went to that manual choke thing, which is why they had to bend the throttle arm in the first place. And it was because they had that fiber gasket on it, which made this rod too short. So I just put a regular paper gasket on it. I think that'll work. I don't know why it wouldn't. And now the choke rod works, the choke functions like it should, and this will just need pulled out just a little bit to make it onto the throttle linkage. We will have to make just a little adjustment.
So you're telling me they went through all that, put a manual choke on it, did all that just because of the too thick of a gasket?
I think he bought the wrong gasket. I don't know, you've seen everything else done to this car.
No, it makes sense.
Hey, I mean, I know you got this from Max Peening Rods or some but I could see a hole in the main body gasket of this carburetor.
You know, most of the reviews from India said that this carburetor was just fine most of the time.
Oh, it worked great. All the times except the times it didn't.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with the reviews.
Okay, all right, it's fine. It might be a little lean on that side, but it's okay.
Now I got to looking at this throttle setup here, and you'll notice there's a pretty stiff return spring. Oh, actually, it's this return spring right here that runs up and is baling wired to the battery tray.
What the
That's the
hell?
return spring. It's also baling wired down there at that end.
Ooh.
But this is going to see this is a push type linkage, you know. So, and that's a pull style. So I'm gonna have to bend that down like the last person did to make that work. We ran into a similar issue on that car right over there in the junkyard.
Because, I mean, why would you make the throttle linkage just work normally when you could be different?
Well, that is the old way of doing it. This is the old way of doing it. They changed it when they made cars better, when they went to the throttle, you know, that was a cable and stupid, and then that extra kick down that wasn't made onto the linkage like that is, which is perfect.
That's just a Chrysler problem. Everybody else had it pretty well dialed, but Chrysler's like, let's put a jungle gym in it.
I am joined here by Buff.
Yep.
I believe we are now at the point where the brakes can be bled. This linkage is repaired, as much as I'm going to do so. And I'm just dying to see where all the brakes are gonna leak. So we'll start bleeding them. I know I need probably a 3/8, a 10 mil. I don't know. Who knows with these new wheel cylinders. Buff's gonna pump them up as much as he can. And I'm gonna see if they will bleed. Hold on, I'm not even here yet. Yeah, you can start pumping it. Those look like 10s. Yeah, I know. All right, are you holding it on the floor?
All the way down, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get it closed.
Okay.
I'm a little drunk for this.
No. Oh, that's better already.
Good.
Well, JD and I are tackling your heater lines, and look what we found.
It's only severely clogged.
Yeah.
Probably not going to flow very well into the heater core. Here.
Well, other than topping this off, JD and I finished up getting all these hoses assembled and replaced with new. Hopefully they don't leak.
They look
That's
excellent.
lovely. Now you got to do brakes.
Thank you for doing
for like the 6th time.
Yeah, we got to bleed them again.
Seems fun.
So after bleeding the brakes again and again, I went around and checked every single fitting in the brake system and made sure to round it off, tightening it up. It appears that this pipe plug in the bottom of the master cylinder is what is leaking and causing the spongy pedal.
No. Anytime you have a pedal that won't repeat, that's the key. If it won't repeat, first pump is bad, second pump's good, and all the following pumps are good, it's air every single time. It has to be air. So it had to be sucking air somewhere, and it ain't much of a leak at all.
No, because there's not even any air getting into the system. I mean, I've bled and bled and bled these.
You probably wouldn't even notice it, but it's enough to screw up that, especially early on in the system, that air is going to be more prominent in your pedal feel. So, I mean, and we don't have any Teflon tape.
Nope.
We tried dope.
Yeah, pipe dope didn't work. We don't have any Teflon. So we're kind of dead in the water right now, but we can at least see if it runs with the new carburetor and, you know.
Did we even hook up the throttle linkage?
I did. Yeah, I do kind of need to add a return spring. New carburetor.
They were new.
And is it?
You've got it in the filter.
There you go. Wow. I had to pull back on the pedal, but it sounds just fine.
It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah. That's really pretty good. Well, no. It's just cold. Cold natured.
It'll be overheated soon enough.
Wow, okay. Oh yeah, it's not even tight. What if you went to that hole for the accelerator pump? Yeah. It's good to be in a car again. Oh, I think the brakes fixed themselves.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, that part's fine. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna?
Well, there you go. Push button things.
Well, there's a suspicious amount of...
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Return spring.
Hey, that return spring.
Yeah, it really needs a return spring, doesn't it?
But let's not actually get one.
No.
Before we start doing like reverse burnouts.
I mean, we probably have one, but you know.
Oh, it's really, really wanting to go. Where's drive?
It's that new carburetor.
Good thing we don't have brakes.
Yeah, I think the brakes suck and the throttle sticks. But hey, hopefully it doesn't turn to the right.
Brakes don't suck at all.
Yeah, you were doing like 3 miles an hour. It's still...
It drives exactly the same. Well, I'm glad that the brakes and the ball joints are not the problem. That makes me happy.
The ball joints were bad.
They were. It's exactly the same. I might as well have done nothing. I'm just gonna say, I basically accomplished nothing.
Pretty sure you drained your bank account.
You spent a lot of money.
I spent thousands and thousands of dollars to accomplish a car that performs exactly the same as it did before. So, you know, it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling.
God damn it. But hey, it'll make this left really good.
Oh, I don't even have to. I don't even have to turn. It does it on its own. Yeah. Look at this. We're going 30, and I don't even. It's good to drive 1,000 miles. You don't have to.
Oh boy.
You do have to pump the brake. Well, I'm gonna call this a win.
It's exactly the same.
This 4 days of hell has paid off. Some late night body work.
Yeah, we got some important things to do.
So it's the next day, and the brakes in the Fury are fixed. That is a great feeling. It only took, you know, bleeding them about 37 times, adjusting them a bunch of times. I replaced the hard line coming out of the master cylinder because it was seeping a little bit. I also pulled both pipe plugs out of the master cylinder and wrapped them with Teflon tape, and that seemed to have done the trick. Must have just been getting a tiny bit of air in there. So, another notable thing I did today, I fixed the headlights. It had no low beams before. The problem was this one was burned out and that one was unplugged. I also replaced the dimmer switch because I initially thought that was the problem. But I've got all the lights, got brakes. I think now is a good time to do an oil change. I'm still waiting on the radiator and the alternator. I'm going to put a special alternator on that, which you'll see. But oil change. First part of this, I'm going to get that cartridge off. These cars have got a cartridge style oil filter, which is what all cars should have. And I can reach it from the top easier than I can the bottom. Just the 3/4 nut and it'll come right off. Maybe.
Man, those are way better than spin-on filters.
Mm-hmm.
So much better. Way more efficient.
I mean, they were pretty cool when they were like right here, you know.
On top.
On top.
Yeah.
Oh, there it went. Now, can I get it out?
Remove engine.
It is right on the exhaust. There. Oh, perfect. Chrysler had the mechanic in mind when they did that.
Oh, did they?
So, that does not look like the right element.
Does it even have one?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you remove this O-ring.
That never happened. Yeah, drain pan right down there.
Around.
Just out of frame.
But, yeah, that's how that works. This is the element.
And these always come with a new seal for your can. 2 seals,
Yes.
depending on which one, and a new O-ring.
Oh,
Oh, 3 new O-rings.
fits all the old Chryslers. It looks different. One side of that one was open. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Probably not.
What does it even do?
Nothing.
Not much.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just stuck to the block.
There you
Gotta
go.
watch that. Now we match it up. Looks like it's that big one there.
But where do you put your mother's maiden name on this one?
Well, that's the problem. You can't really do. You can.
Sure, but you'd have to wipe it off every time.
You would.
Ah,
I
better use a grease pen.
I would recommend a grease pen
Mhm.
for the date and your mom's name and whatever else you feel
Yes.
the need to put on there.
Whatever you gotta do. It's very serious business, oil changes.
Just reassemble the entire thing like this. Just the way it came out. And don't forget your third seal, which seals along that surface. Can't really pre-fill these either. Sorry.
What? It's gonna blow up.
It will, probably instantly. But if it doesn't, it'll be okay.
Is it going well?
Well, just trying to figure out where this seal is supposed to mate to the block. Doing good at smearing it through all the dirt and grease on the side of the block.
3 hours later.
Yes. See, the problem is they changed the design of these canisters. The old ones, the good ones, you know, were mounted up here somewhere.
Sure.
You just pull the top off, pull the element out. This one, you know, it screws to the side of the block, and it's in a not a great location. It's in the location which would later be where the spin-on filters go, actually.
And they do sell a retrofit kit for these.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk into a parts store, ask for a retrofit kit for a spin-on oil filter for literally anything, and
Scare them.
oh my god.
We'll drop the oil, which is that large 1-inch drain plug right there that somebody's already pretty much rounded off for me. There it goes. Now, I'm gonna do something a little bit different this oil change. So, as you know, this car has got a significant amount of blow-by. To combat that, I am going to use this engine rebuilder in a can. Should, you know, take up what's missing on the rings and in the cylinder walls, and should help if I can get it open. These didn't used to be idiot-proof, but I guess they are now. There we go. It's full. A little bit over, but that's fine because the oil filter housing is not full yet. So look what showed up while I was doing the oil change, the new radiator. So I'm going to hope and pray that it will fit this car. This radiator is actually, the new one, is a, what, mid-60s Chrysler small block radiator. It looks similar to this one. As in, similar as in they're both radiators, but hopefully it will work without huge modifications. I was able to get a completely wrong, not even Chrysler at all related radiator in the 62, but I'm hoping that this actually goes a little bit smoother. Ouch. Just, you know, stab myself on the corner of it. I'm not reusing that antifreeze because it looks like rust. Actually, it looks like water. And just like that, it is installed. I had to grab a flex hose for the top, no big deal. But that was a really nice radiator install. The cooler lines, everything just went. And unlike previous radiator installs, I even went ahead and put 3 bolts in this one. You can count them if you don't believe me. And it really doesn't look bad either. This, I think, from now on, if I continue doing this with these cars, well, I guess in the future, when I find more of these cars that need radiators, this is what I will buy. It's like a 63 to 66 small block Chrysler radiator. It's perfect. The correct one was like $800. So yeah, that's why I didn't just jump at that opportunity. We fire it up, circulate that water pump.
It just shaved aluminum somewhere. I see it.
Well, that's...
Or is that you?
Oh. The bottom of the radiator doesn't clear the fan blade.
I see it. And it won't go down further? No, it won't.
I've got a solution for that.
Mm-hmm. Trim fan blade.
Just kind of change the pitch of the fan some. One of those fan blades was kind of bent, well, two of them were kind of bent, so it just kissed the bottom tank of the rad. No big deal. Boy, that carburetor actually did make a pretty big difference. It would not hardly idle at all before. Okay, I think I got it figured out now. I have got oil in my eye, my ears. That was horrible. I think I got it seated. Again, I don't know. That O-ring must have slipped down. Last time when I put it on there, the car just changed its own oil for me, so that was nice. So let me fill it back up again if I've got enough oil, and then we'll see if it leaks again. She's full again. 2 oil changes in one day. Pretty good. Let's see if it leaks now. I hear weird noises, but I don't see any oil leaks. Cool. Alright, so took the car out for a road test. Cooling system, everything's fine. Got her up to 80 miles an hour, which was actually not that scary, so that's good. Now, the last issue that I've been kind of holding off on, because I've been waiting on parts, is the charging system. So I need a alternator, and I found one. It's not what I wanted to do, but let me show you. This is a Javelin. This is Steve's Javelin. Thank you, Steve, for donating this brand new alternator to the cause with the Plymouth. Well, never mind. This inferior GM alternator cannot be easily adapted to fit this far superior Chrysler engine.
I mean, clearly this is so much better.
So,
but thankfully, I have a solution for you. You see, I am a proprietor of fine Chrysler automobiles, and they do populate my junkyard. And there is an Imperial over there that I need the 440 from, but I do not need the garbage Chrysler alternator and regulator from.
Let's go steal that Chrysler alternator. Now this is an alternator, not that GM. I guess I should have clarified. I don't think I ever said why I'm doing this. So why am I changing the alternator that's in the car? Well, it doesn't work, and the voltage regulator that's in the car which is not interchangeable with one of these later ones, gets hot and threatens to burn the car down if you don't disconnect the battery as soon as you shut the car off. So that's why I'm upgrading the charging system a little bit.
It's upgrading the charging system to a later model of Car Incinerator 3000. These were just renowned for not burning cars to the ground.
These
man.
don't have any issues at all.
No, none, not at all. I love this. Like this stuff here. Oh, Chrysler wiring at its best, man.
Well, that's not the alternator. That's the rest of the car.
It's the same guy made it. We did try to get a one-wire Chrysler alternator for it from Power Master because they make a pretty good one. And it's been delayed and it won't be here until tomorrow. And he really needs something before then so he can test the car, drive it, you know, a little more than he has before trying to drive 1,000 miles in it. It's always a good idea. I know other channels and stuff, you know, it's just magic and they just get in and go. That's not how real life works.
Well, it is, and then the car might catch on fire in Oklahoma.
Sure, like it's better to take a couple precautions.
Look at there. The precious goo is still intact.
It is. It's kind of shrunk a little bit, but
It's cold out.
yeah. Now I just need this connector. Just need the connector.
Hey, that Chrysler wiring's got a high tensile strength. Ain't you got a knife?
The infamous Montgomery Ward's pocket knife. Cool.
Perfect. Everything you needed right here the whole time. And
Yeah, we were standing around with our thumbs up waiting on that alternator for the last 3 days. Didn't even occur to me. Well, I just didn't think. I was looking at all those cars over there, all those inferior Fords and Pontiacs and whatever they are.
those two Chryslers over there, one of them has an alternator too. But other than that,
This and that don't look like Chryslers to me.
oh no.
That and that look like Chrysler.
Yeah, that looks, yeah, man. When I think Chrysler Corporation,
You should immediately be drawn to those cars.
I would be if they had made anything that looked like them afterwards, but they didn't. Have you ever seen one of these hood hinges before?
No.
This is some more Chrysler brilliance.
So you can't shut the hood.
No, these are very finicky. They roll on these sliders, and they have to be greased very good. Here,
Oh. Huh. Looks like it works great.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell me more about how I need one of these later land yachts. How they're far better than those over there.
They ride a lot better.
What?
Wait.
No.
That thing? That thing rides like a Conestoga wagon.
No.
This
That
car
Fury?
rides like a lazy boy.
I'm telling you, that Fury and that Newport over there, that is the pinnacle. That is the end-all, be-all, best automobile there ever was, ever will be. Never got that good or
And
ever
this
will
video proves it. It really proves it.
Well,
The alternator's mounted, and I put the voltage regulator where I always put them on a Chrysler. I don't bury it on the firewall where it's hard to get to.
Yeah.
I like it to be right there. Typically, you have to change them
All the time.
frequently, yes.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 a year.
So now, I just got to figure out how to wire this, and just power. So constant 12 volts goes to that stud, and then key on power should hit the regulator and then come out of the plug from the regulator and run to one of these terminals here, and then the other one goes somewhere else.
ground, right?
It goes back to the regulator, and then the regulator is grounded. Okay, it looks like, yeah, 14 volts. It's charging.
Cool.
Idling high. Where are we idling high?
Where's your return spring?
It's down there.
Oh, is that? No, it's in the...
No, it just rolls super easy because the brakes aren't dragging.
Because it's such a great car, just trying to run us over off camera. Such a
It did.
really good design.
But the used Chrysler alternator not only bolted right on with no issues at all,
Look, it works without this.
It does.
What? Well, it'll probably go full charge. It needs that sense wire.
It's just like, okay, whatever.
So it's basically a one wire.
It's dropping.
Yeah, it needs that.
Put another end on that. But yeah, you're good.
Okay, so
And you have brake light, kind of.
well, that's a, yeah, that's, need a brake light switch.
Yes, because in traditional Mopar fashion, this car has been owned by Mopar people, and they don't understand how anything works. So they just looped the brake light wires together here until all the bulbs and all the wiring got destroyed. Very cool of them to do that.
Yeah, they did something similar to other stuff too, like
Yes.
running power all the time to the voltage regulator, which then makes it get really hot.
Trying really hard to burn the car down.
Yeah, like this car has been trying to kill people for a very long time
Yes.
in several different ways.
We will
Cool.
fix them.
Yeah, yes. Just the
Well, mine looks better.
well,
No, it
yeah,
doesn't.
No. And I noticed too see how it kind of chuffs out every time a certain cylinder fires?
Yeah, like it's got a broken ring.
Yeah. You know, it sucks. I put that engine rebuild in it in the first oil change. Now
it's gone.
It's gone because it pumped it all
Into a drain pan.
into a drain pan. Probably some gas in it. 'Cause I don't know how much gas is in it. There it goes. You son of a bitch. I don't think that choke actually does anything. No. Test out the suspension.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Rides like that thing at Kevin's I drove.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Park up here anywhere?
That one.
That one. Oh, the RV.
I got to pick up 2 cars from HH Wheels on YouTube, and this was a good maiden voyage, it seems.
Successful.
It made it.
It made it.
Made it. You don't have any tread left on the inside of the tires, but you made it.
Yes.
Every third stop we've got to get.
What are we doing, Jesse?
We're gonna put it on the lift. Thank you to these guys for letting me use the lift. We're going to try to correct some of the potential issues in the front end. Like the fact that the wheels have absolutely no camber at all. They're kind of like that. We're going to try to see if we can adjust the control arm, the cam bolts on the control arms a little bit, and maybe the tie rods too.
Do a little tape measure alignment, maybe, and then hope we can get them to stand up more.
Because it's bad.
It's not good.
Well, this thing smells like it leaks gas.
Yeah, it does.
It smells just a little like it's been parked for a long time.
Holy shit, it does leak a lot of gas. Well, a lot of that. Don't smoke them.
I thought I smelled fuel.
Yeah. So I guess now we know we can't fill it all the way up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I filled it all the way up. It just exploded.
Oh, is this leaking around the
Filler neck?
filler neck? It's not the seam in the tank. That's what I was
He just
worried
got
about.
really full.
This is no smoking area right
Holy
now.
shit, Jesse.
Oh my.
I told you it wasn't great.
Jesse! No!
Oh wow.
Oh my god, it's the idler arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna need to fix that.
Oh wow. Oh my god. Hold it here.
Did you have any shakes on the way over here?
No,
That's
just pull.
because is it just towed out?
James,
now.
hold that wheel still.
Hold that wheel, Jake.
Hold that one.
Yeah.
That ain't no good. Here, you wiggle yours, James.
It looks like you greased it really well.
I actually didn't grease any of that.
So I don't think it's a tie rod, it's just the idler arm.
Yeah, it's these. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's loose.
Yeah. There's.
Is it loose? Can we tighten it up?
Well,
Perhaps.
that or maybe the bushing is. I think it's the bushing that's just
Well,
completely.
these are rebuildable. They've got like a separate bushing in here with needle bearings, I think. So it's f***ed, but maybe we can snug it up a little.
Snug it, shim it, something.
Dude,
Good thing I think they put it
good.
on. You think we do some crazy shit.
that one.
These guys are real YouTubers.
The drag link. Now I don't see any playing with the tie rods though.
No.
The tie rods seem kind of okay.
Literally a shell.
What are we doing?
Oh, we're pulling that idler arm apart. Trying to see if there's anything we can do about that bushing in there.
You want to see how loose it is?
Yeah, it's.
There you go.
Left it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh boy,
You know?
It's
not that bad
No.
actually.
No. Was it just loose?
That's what I think. I really think it was just
Check
loose.
this joint.
that one's not great.
It's,
No, it is. It's off-centered. You can tell.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad. The bushing is usually what goes.
And the bushing, it's there.
And there's actually no reason to pull that other side apart because that's the drag link and we can't do anything about that anyway.
Okay.
So we'll just tighten it real good.
Leaving it on.
Yeah. And now the bushing, unless we want to remove the bushing.
But I say we don't. I say we.
Well, get something, put it in there and see how much that wiggles. The sleeve wiggles. I mean, it doesn't. It feels good.
Is it just moving around in the bracket?
Could have been.
I think it was.
I think it was just loose.
I think it was just loose because I went up to it, hit it with a screwdriver, and it started turning.
Because that, I mean, where's the bolt? Buff, where's the bolt? Alright, so here's the real problem, is the sleeve has worn, not the rubber bushing. Or the bolt has worn, one or the other. See that slop right there? That is where you're getting that motion.
Sounds like some thin brass or something.
Yeah, dude, if we could get
Wrap around that
a piece
bolt.
of copper pipe.
Alright, Dalton, so what did we figure out?
Well, you know, you got to make the bolt bigger or the hole smaller. You could do both with a piece of brass. Seems like this might press onto the bolt. It will not fit in here. We will have to somehow ream that hole out to fit this. So we either press this into here and then press this together. The idea being we just add a bushing, take up all the slop. It's like brand new again, or it'll get you home. It'll get you home.
Okay, so I'm going to start by drilling this hole out in increments. Starting with a 9/16, this sleeve is very close to 5/8 in diameter. So
Oh yeah. It's basically what happens when you take it out of hammer drill mode. Almost.
where'd it go?
I see the bit.
Yeah,
baby.
All right.
Alright,
Let's see if we can press a piece of bronze in there. Is it straight? Is it perfect?
we're going to have to step it up because that's only a 9/16 hole now.
We have a solution.
Yes.
Not bronze. Copper plumbing pipe.
Well, it's not. It says Cleveite on it, so it's some kind of.
That's some sort of bushing.
Yeah, it's for this.
Oh yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do this.
These have got the 1,000-mile guarantee.
So if I can press those in, then the bolt fits inside of those fairly snugly.
You rather try to see clean?
Yeah, maybe it's yeah.
yeah.
Let's get the real machine tools out.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to.
Oh, that was going in sideways.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, we can't have everything.
As long as we're not crushing the.
Yeah, don't think
Here, let's see
don't
if
think
it'll-
that far. Just keep going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a nice press fit.
Yes, it is, and greasable, perhaps.
Meant to do that.
And this was all
All planned. We had it orchestrated last night. We were sitting around in our brainstorming think tank session about our
Pre-staged all these
videos.
parts.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You guys are just faking it. Yep, that's it.
That's working.
I'm glad it has that split in it, actually.
This is working really well.
Full of good ideas.
Big wrinkly brains, that's the key.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Like it was meant to be there.
It was, and it'll be there forever.
Look at that. That is a rebuilt idler arm machine. Bolt might take some persuasion, but let's wait till it's
Yep.
there.
Let's put it in once,
Yep.
JD. There you go.
Now, already. Matter of driving that bolt in with an impact.
Oh, hit it in first.
Can't.
How with a Zerk?
It's a hollow bolt.
I bet it thread right up in there.
Yes, I believe you're right. Maybe a short wall.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
Well,
Now it's straight.
See, did that take up any of the slop?
Oh,
Yes,
look
it
at
did.
that. That's a win.
Fixed.
I bet it doesn't even pull to the left anymore.
Jesus.
hang out, pull on there.
We need to put a plug over that or something.
That's about the only thing I like about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why this camera didn't look better.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I don't know if they made one bigger. Oh, those things are straight, dude. That ain't too bad now.
Why did the camber fix itself?
I guess because that damn
Was
thing
let-
was letting it pull over so far.
It ain't that bad.
How does it drive?
It still really does good at going left.
Okay.
Now that one is.
I see
trying
it.
It's
to-
off. Yeah, I see
Yep.
it now.
That's a toe thing, though. Your camber looks good now. That should not have affected that.
I think lifting it up, letting it sag like that, huh?
I don't know, man. Look at it though.
Yeah, they're towed, or they're cambered in.
It's just a touch.
That one, we're still really trying to go left hard.
You can see it's physically this way.
That one is kicked out some. That's tie rod, though.
All right. We need to set the toe. We're gonna do a tape measure alignment. Take your tape. You pick the same tread on each tire, front and rear measurements. You want about a 1/16 of an inch of toe in, not toe out. Second tread in.
So, the thinner one?
This one. So there's one and then two.
Yeah, this outside tread and this tread.
And we're gonna go as high as we can on it. Right there is good. All right, what I've got is 60 7/8.
Okay, I'm on.
All right, we got a little bow from the exhaust. You have to go down. Is it straight or is it getting caught on that?
Bring it down just a skosh. There we go.
All right, we are at 60 1/4.
Ah.
So we are towed out about half of an inch. Now, here's where it gets funny, and this is not a precise alignment because of this. We don't know which one, right? So we're just gonna have to kind of eyeball it. You need to come in half an inch with both. So they have to be equal or it's gonna throw your steering wheel off. So it's probably this one, I think, that's towed out. We'll loosen it, pull it in like 2 threads. We'll pull that one in like a thread and then recheck. So we need to lengthen the tie rods to push the front of the wheel in. and he will attempt to do that.
I have big ones in.
You might need a big one.
Bigger.
Like we were saying, it's perfectly fine.
You want a bigger one?
Yeah, I might need a bigger
Maybe
one.
some lube. That passenger tie rod ain't coming loose.
Ready to go down?
Yes, sir. So,
Hear that?
what we're gonna do is try to toe in the left as much as possible.
Believe it or not, the wheel wasn't straight to begin with.
No. I ain't never heard that noise before.
It seems like that one was towed out, causing the car to want to go left. We just tow that tie rod in. It ain't gonna be perfect, but maybe we can make it better. Quarter on the front. We moved in about 1/2 inch. Let's check the rear.
Crazy that little bit of adjustment moved at 1/2 inch.
Little goes a long way. You're still towed out. It is actually under 60.
So we're quarter
59 and 15/16.
inch.
So we need to,
Here.
there, this moves easy. I can,
Can you do it right now by hand?
yes,
Oh.
wrong way.
So I can pass you a pipe wrench.
Now this is the way they're supposed to be. All right.
So,
That was about a turn.
really weird chick. She back hasn't been around that many people and just Jamie and them was sitting here.
Let's see what it does. We got about 1/2 inch of toe out of it. Whoa.
Oh.
A little. It's about the same.
It's the same.
Something's wrong then.
It's like everything you try to fix with this car, it
Refuses.
It's the same.
Take it down the highway.
Okay. Take it around on the big highway.
You gotta feel her out. I think we still need to make some camber adjustments. That could help. It is better than it was, but
It's better. I mean, it's safer.
it's definitely safer.
Car made it home, actually, without any issues. The brakes, you know, I don't like the pulsing in the pedal, but that's a bad drum. I think I'm gonna fix that when it's home. Pretty much now it's just a bunch of small stuff, well, a couple small things. I need to wire in a brake light switch, so I actually have brake lights, and hubcaps, and top off all the fluids. It already needs a little bit more ATF, and I need to keep an eye on the oil. I'll check the brake fluid again, just, you know, if it needs topped off, top it off, but shouldn't. Yeah, what we did actually made a huge improvement. The car is far more drivable now. Yeah, I really love this car. There was a few days where I was, you know, kind of mad, cussed it a little bit, but after that last drive, I really love it again. So let's get it finished up. Hubcaps, which are these, I'm pretty sure are original. You know, it's the night before we're leaving. Got just a few finishing touches to do to this car before we leave in the morning. I did fix the brake lights earlier. I ended up stealing a brake light switch off my 61 and just stuck it on here. That fixed it. Now, I need to, really quick, rebuild the engine and the transmission. The transmission leaks like a sieve, and it's not really liking the 2 to 3 shift for some reason, which is kind of scary. Now you'll note I did add this to the oil change earlier. The first oil change, the one that it then emptied itself all over the drain pan. So let's just redo that, because you know, oil alone is not enough. Oh, and there's one of Dalton's wrenches on the intake.
For God's sake, what are you doing?
Rebuilding the engine and transmission in the parking lot. You got to shake this stuff up good because it's got metal particulates in it
Nanobots.
that, you know, rebuild your rings for you.
Pennzoil used to have metal in it. It's really good for them.
I've seen that. There was another company that made, what was it called? Molly oil or something? It had graphite in it.
Right here.
Well, some company
This is
had,
liquid graphite. I'm going to put it in my
Oh.
Suburban. Oh, yeah.
pour slowly.
I think we'll need a funnel.
Yeah, we need a funnel for this. Go ask him.
I bought one. It's in the
Oh,
bag.
he bought one.
I got one for the drive home. Hard to open. I bet it'll be fine by the time we make it back to your
It's
place.
going to restore it immediately, almost. JD, hold this hose out of the way. It's a two-man job. Look at that.
It's just transmit. It's
just
watered
red
down
brake
transmission.
fluid.
It's
all
red
it
brake
is.
fluid. We should be using motor per for this.
You know, if the transmission did, it wouldn't be good if it died, but if it did die, we could find a transmission rebuilder, like the one you know. Just
Yeah.
take the car there and be like, all right,
Exactly.
on the side of Route 66 somewhere.
Yes.
Fixed. All right, well, see you guys in the morning. Car is ready to go, probably. Morning, everybody. The car is all loaded up. We're headed out. First stop is fuel. Car fired right up. Doesn't drain the battery anymore. There goes Buff. Dalton and JD are headed out. We'll be going separate directions. Buff and I are going to be going through Texas and Oklahoma. Plan is today to make it to Amarillo, which is about the halfway point to Buff's house. Oh, what are we doing? Forget something? What happened?
Drive shaft hit the exhaust.
Oh. All right, Buff, what happened?
Apparently I have too much weight in the back because we're rubbing. Now, the easy thing is to get a pry bar, which we don't have, and pry it away from the tire.
Mm-hmm.
But I also put in air shocks and I just failed to hook the air line up.
Take two. Buff got his air shock stirred up. Let's go. Everything seems kosher. Still got brakes for now. There's Buff there. Just filled it up. You can tell by the giant mess on the ground. Buff is filling up the Chevelle. And then we'll be out on the open road. Alright, back in the car. Look, I cleaned the windshield. So now you guys can't gripe at me about a dirty windshield. I'm gonna follow Buff. Oh yeah, take the brake off, dummy. Which it actually works. I just heard something. Scared the hell out of me. I think I ran something over. I wasn't paying attention. Still got brakes. Don't smell anything. Nothing's hot. Of course, it's only been about 5 minutes. But here we are. There are the mountains. Isn't this just beautiful country? I could live here. Well, we just pulled off here. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe Buff's having a problem or something. maybe he's getting more fuel already? I've still got a full tank. Just pulled in here to give him kind of a quick once-over. Everything with my car is fine, other than his fuel leak and severe oil consumption. His is doing fine too. Have you used any significant amount of oil?
I mean, I was about half a quart down, I think. And now I'm a full quart down.
Oh, well, so half a quart, we've gone 30 miles maybe, something like that.
Just keep topping her off until we have to buy more.
I guess I should probably just open the hood and look. Oh, wow. The blow-by issue has not resolved itself. There's oil all over everything under here. Just blowing right out the dipstick. And onto the hood. Is it raining? Oh wait, no. That's just fuel from Buff's Chevelle. It's all the way up there. You know, it's fine. But look at the beautiful scenery. I guess we're stopping here or something. That's fine. I need to lube up this speedometer cable because the sound of it destroying itself is getting incredibly annoying. So he's losing oil pressure.
It's ticking pretty good for the last probably 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
But it also looks like it's out of oil, so...
Well, it has been burning a significant amount.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't burn it. Mine just shoots it out. All over everywhere. Isn't that nice?
We're really close.
Yes. It's empty?
Empty.
Alright, we are about 15 minutes out from Roswell. I'm gonna swing into a gas station and get oil because his burns every bit of it and mine leaks it all. Or, well, mine shoots it out of the dipstick tube, I should say. But, yeah. Let's get going. So, Buff just had to add another like 4 or 5 quarts of oil. I bought a gallon, but I actually didn't need any. Still reading full, so I think I just overfilled it a little bit, and that's the pint or so that's splattered all over the underside of the hood. But that's fine. I mean, that means it's really not using that much oil. See that? That Chevelle is using a little bit of oil. Damn. Not getting better, believe it or not. It's even got 80-90 in it, but whatever. We're just cruising along. The car hasn't missed a beat. Not getting hot, not getting squirrely, not doing anything crazy. I don't know, just out a little ways outside of Roswell somewhere. Just cruising along, doing 50, 55. I'm comfortable. I've actually been having a hard time staying awake. It's doing great. I mean, the car's a little noisy, a little bouncy, but I mean, what do you expect? It's, you know, 1959. Got a lot of miles on it. It shows. You know, I never, I mean, I do like to go fast, but I think everybody does, but it's never been my main thing. I just like these cars. I like just cruising, I like to be comfortable, I like how cool they are. I guess I'd rather be cool than fast. This is one of the most surreal experiences of my life. I mean, just out in the middle of the desert, cruising along, comfortably, in a 59 Plymouth Fury. It's pretty unreal. I wouldn't have ever thought I'd be able to do this. So thank you guys for allowing this to happen for me. If it wasn't for your support, I couldn't do anything that I do. This is incredible though. I've always had a real appreciation I took an entire house and gutted it and remodeled it, set it in the 50s. By the way, I know some YouTubers, and I'm not trying to dig at anybody, but I know some people on social media, whatever, they kind of create a character who they are on screen. And some people have kind of questioned me on that, like, are you really, is the 50s thing, smoking unfiltered cigarettes, driving old cars, dressing that way, is it a gig? The answer is no. This is 100% who I am, this is how I act. I'm no different off camera as I am on camera. I truly just have a real appreciation for this stuff, and I choose to live my life that way. I like it. How much oil have we gone through
It was
now?
right there.
Oh.
So that's at least these 3.
Good
minimum.
God. I didn't have to add any to the Fury, so.
Of course not.
Um,
Quality automobile.
we're here in Hereford, and another $20 worth of gas. I think I've spent like $60 in gas too. Like,
Yeah, it's not bad.
this is not bad at all.
If I hadn't leaked at all, it'd be doing good.
Yeah, I've got a fuel leak too, but just not as bad. But so far,
Into valve guides.
I would
Makes
say
a lot of sense.
valve guides does make sense. Because it doesn't do it more when you decel. Like if you, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to see.
No. But this is from this little tube right here, just shooting oil everywhere. It's supposed to go in there.
It's a lot of blow by,
Mm-hmm.
similar to that.
Well, I mean, it was a junkyard engine.
Yeah, can't blame it. Got fuel, Buff got oil. I didn't have to add any this time, so I think I've added maybe a pint, and I don't think I even really needed that. This car's so far doing well. Fires right up. You don't even have to touch the gas to start it. Let's get through Hereford. Oh, the leak on the fuel tank also quit. The rubber grommet around the filler neck must have finally swelled and quit leaking. So this car is fixing itself. Well, we've made it to Amarillo, and now in 4 lanes of traffic, which is absolutely terrifying. I hate driving in traffic like this, so hopefully we don't die. People just fly by like you're standing still when you are actually doing the speed limit. But yeah, wonderful Amarillo. I remember driving through here a few months ago in the '62 Chrysler. Well, I actually just trying to follow Buff, and I got forced off the road. He merged over and nobody would let me in. I just got forced off the road and had to shoot off on an exit and floor it and fly back onto the interstate. But yeah, we're traversing Amarillo right now. This is crazy. It's a Sunday. What is everybody doing? By the way, happy Easter. We're going to the Big Texan. I've never been here before. I've always wanted to go. I've driven past it, but never been. So we're gonna see. Looking forward to some steak. Sounds really nice. Boy, this looks like a tourist trap if I've ever seen one. Perfect, right here. Gosh, I love a push button. Oh, did you see me almost get killed back there?
No, I don't have a rear view mirror.
Oh, when you merged over a ways back, I tried to also merge and almost got ran off the highway, and I had to shoot off on an exit and floor it and get back on.
Wow.
Yeah, people are real courteous, you know.
Welcome to Amarillo.
So we stopped for the night. We're at the Big Texan. Buff is currently, what are you doing, Buff?
I'm installing exhaust away.
Ah.
It's a multi-piece system, and it's to keep all that exhaust that comes up through your floors because you have really bad exhaust and really bad floors. Keeps it from coming in here and killing you, as it tried to do today.
It almost killed me too. And all that I'm doing is, I noticed I had a tail light out. This bulb was out, which basically was just a matter of wiggling on it. See, if you wiggle it, that socket is not really good, but whatever. So now I know if it goes out, just come back here and hit it. So I'm gonna throw that lens back on. The only other thing I could do is maybe fix the horn, which is one wire, just needs voltage to it. I'd kind of like to have a horn there. See, something like that, a nice real butch wiring job. It's fine, it is what it is. I can rewire this whole car someday, but I won't. Well, I guess that's it for the night on the Fury. I am going to disconnect the battery to make it a little bit harder to steal in case anybody got the urge. So we're here now for the night. I have nothing else to do. I might help Buff if Buff needs help doing anything, but I mean, I'm pretty much ready to hit the road. There's one thing. There is a bar in there. Kind of think I know what's going to happen. Might go get faced at the Big Texan tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's like 7 a.m. I am very hungover. Good Lord. Okay, let's go see if the Fury is still outside. There it is. There they both are. Cool. There's Buff. He survived the night too. Yep. Oh, I'm getting my luggage thrown back in the car. There we go. Need to hook the battery up. Disconnected it last night. Yeah, make it harder for someone to steal.
90 weight at 44 degrees.
Oh, you're gonna have good oil pressure this morning.
If it turns over.
Oh, it will. We're at Buc-ee's. I've never been to one of these before, so this is a huge gas station. Look at all these pumps. Oh, okay. I got some Tums, I got some water, and I got a Red Bull. Oh, gonna be okay. Next stop is Shamrock, Texas. I don't know how far we are from there, but I think a little ways. And at that point, we will be getting on Route 66. And then, something really special, which you'll see. There's a place I need to stop in Oklahoma. Anyway, let's get to Shamrock. This car is also getting between like probably 10 to 12 miles to the gallon. Every time I stop, I've had to put no more than like 5 gallons in it. And we've been going approximately 50 miles, maybe a little bit more. So it's actually doing quite well. We just pulled off here. I'm not sure why, but we've still got like 8 miles till we get to Shamrock. What's wrong, Buff?
10 PSI just ain't gonna do it for me.
Oh, that's what I thought. Oil.
Otherwise, doing fine, but when it got under 20, it just started running really bad for some reason.
Yeah?
Yep, brake lights stuck on.
Yeah, they've been on like the whole time.
Exhaust has been a lot better.
Has it?
I mean, it's still there, but not as bad.
Less fumes in the cab though. But yeah, he's gonna top off with oil. I don't really need anything. I will need gas, but a few more miles. There's somewhere to stop for fuel in Shamrock, right?
Yeah, just right up.
Yeah.
You're almost made it, but
I'm at like half a tank of fuel, so while we're here on the side of the road, Buff is topping off his oil. I just popped the hood on the car. Nothing's changed. It hasn't actually even, ever since yesterday, all the initial oil that got sprayed all over the place, it doesn't appear to be spraying anymore. I think actually the blow-by issue is getting better, which is good. I still need to go through this engine, at least for a re-ring and re-bearing, but things are going well. The fuel leak fixed itself. Blow-by seems to be, but yeah, still everything's exactly as it was when I left New Mexico. It's hanging in there. Made it to Shamrock, this old Conoco station. Beautiful building. I guess it's kind of like a museum now or something, but very, very cool. Fury looks good over there. And of course, had to add a sticker. It's like that's what everybody else does. If anybody ever sees that sticker, send me a picture. If any of you watching this. Well, what do you say, Buff? We go get fuel and then hop on Route 66?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. We just got fuel, turned around. Now we are getting on Route 66. Oh, is that a cop? Watch, immediately just get pulled over. There it is. This is Route 66. We will be on Route 66 for most of the drive now. Pretty cool. Just stopped off here right outside of Texola, which I've never been here before. Brake lights are still on.
Oh, perfect. We're gonna find a return spring along the way.
Wow.
But the Oklahoma sign's missing.
Oh.
Texola?
Texola.
Texola.
Yeah, so we just got into Oklahoma, and last time I was in Oklahoma, that experience did not go well. Okay, on to Texola. Oh, that speedometer is nice. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot here. Maybe used to be. Wow, another old service station. That looks like an old, what would that be, an old Conoco station? I think that's the ones that built those buildings. All these small towns that used to be booming, and in the name of progress, decommissioned this highway and built the interstate, and pretty much just killed these small towns, businesses, and I don't know, that's what's sad to me. But it is very neat being able to go out, get off the beaten path, experience this stuff that people don't see. Everybody's in such a damn hurry. You know, people ask me why I'm into these kind of cars. They're not fast, you know, they don't perform well, they don't handle well, relatively speaking. I think they're just fine, but you know, people are always trying to go so fast with their muscle cars and their new cars, and just the world is always moving so fast. Everyone's always in such a hurry. For me, hopping in a car like this, driving a 2-lane highway, 55 across the country, it's It's like time slows down. You take time to appreciate things. People don't take the time to slow down and appreciate things. It's like, you ever go to a concert, everybody's filming the whole thing. The whole time, filming, taking pictures. People, every time you go somewhere, see something, there's always a million people filming it, taking pictures. And I get it, I'm filming too, like right now. But there was a lot I am not filming. I like to enjoy the moment and live in the moment and enjoy it. A picture can't capture that. A video can't capture that. I hope that what I am doing in filming inspires you guys to go out and do this kind of thing in these kind of cars. Because it truly is amazing. It's a wonderful feeling. This is the happiest I've ever been, is doing this. Cruising these roads, old car, listening to old music, my favorite kind of music. I wish I could show you, but I can't because of copyright. But pulled off here and we're in Sayre or something, Oklahoma. The sending unit wire came off on the temperature sender and it showed the gauge is pegged. Well, that scared me, so I pulled off and it just had fallen off and was touching the block. The other thing is I'm starting to maybe question the charging system a little bit. She cranked a little slow last time I started it, so I need to get somewhere maybe where there's an auto parts store and I can get a meter, because I don't even have a meter, and see if it's charging. But I think we might stop in Elk City or something. Met some cool fellas. They actually recognized the cars, so that was really neat. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
These
motors and buff.
These gentlemen pulled over with me when I stopped to check this out, so thank you for that. Hopefully we'll see you guys on Poverty Tour.
Well, I hope I get to make it.
So we swung into O'Reilly's.
What's that?
Swung into O'Reilly and I didn't need anything. I did crawl under there and spray the speedometer cable again because it was getting noisy. Buff, on the other hand, bought 2 more gallons of oil and
these are all empty.
And stuff that's gonna fix his rings.
That should fix it right up.
Sure. Almost to Weatherford. Gotta say, feels pretty nice to be over here and not over there in the middle of that rat race. Because we're doing the same speed that we would be anyway. We would just be, you know, getting like ran off the road over there. I'm just here driving along Route 66 out somewhere in Oklahoma. And it just occurred to me, I don't really know much of the story of this car, but I do know from the VIN that it was built in Indiana, which is interesting that it ended up in New Mexico. And I think it had been in New Mexico pretty much its entire life, from what little I know. It was either brought out there, you know, it could have been shipped out there brand new, or maybe, you know, bought new and driven there. But what's interesting, what I just realized, what's cool is, I'd bet you money that Route 66 is how this car originally got to New Mexico the first time. And it's pretty neat that it's leaving, going the same route. I don't know, that stuff's just kind of cool to me. We're in Oklahoma, getting fuel. Buff needed more oil. I topped off the power steering fluid. Everything seems to still be going fine, except the power steering pump is kind of starting to whine a little bit, so put a little bit of brake fluid in there. That should help swell the seals and stuff. So this is Chandler, Oklahoma. For those of you that don't know, this is where the 62 Chrysler got towed to off the interstate. I was a couple miles down the road on the toll road from here when the brakes locked up, caught fire. All that happened. This is the town that I ended up in. And I just wanted to swing in here and kind of show you where I was and what I did for the, I don't know, I was here for a long time. This is Chandler, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So this is actually the gas station where Jared and I filled up after loading up to 62.
Oh.
The wrecking yard was just down there.
Okay.
But there's still people there. I don't want to go and pull in and get shot or something.
So you've officially made it further.
I have officially made it farther in this 59 Fury than I did in the 62 Chrysler. So actually, we probably made it farther a long ways ago because we've been driving down 2 lanes and Route 66 and added a lot of extra miles.
Geographically, we're on the other side.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible. Up here, up this way, I will show you. Just on up the road here is a little restaurant, and that's where
on this road?
Yeah, we're gonna drive right by it.
All right, let's go check it out.
I'll show you where I was dropped off at by the tow truck driver. Notice the really neat old service station across the street. This was also an old service station. They were competitors back in the years of Route 66. But this is the restaurant where I walked into. You know, didn't know if anybody was gonna come. Nobody close was willing to come get me. So it's where Jared over at Jack Stands and Tree Stands drove all the way from Arkansas to rescue me. And I was stuck waiting here for like 6 or 8 hours, something like that, from the time the whole incident happened. Pretty terrible. And from here, I talked on the phone to a bunch of people, didn't know, finally found out somebody was gonna come, but it was gonna be a while, which was Jared. Then from here, I walked, so I didn't have any way to get around. I walked all the way up the main street, and I will show you where I went up there. Walked up here just trying to find things to do and ways to kill time. Up here, I walked over to that coffee shop right there, and completely covered in soot and burnt rubber, and my hand was all burnt and blistered. I just looked like a disaster. I walked in there, had a cup of coffee, and that's where Shane and Sarah reached out to me. We're like, hey, we're in Chandler. We'll pick you up, show you around. But yeah, that's where I was in there. Absolutely filthy, didn't know anybody, had a nice cup of coffee. Then, from there, I walked over to, see that Phillips 66 sign? That is where I think that's one of the oldest Phillips 66 gas stations is. And this is where we came to. I can't film in that, well, I'm not even open today. Today's Monday. That's too bad, but that place will blow your mind. If you like old signs and car stuff, there's all kinds of stuff to do, and there's thousands of original porcelain signs in there. It's crazy. That place will blow your mind. Like, there's signs in there from companies you've never even heard of, and they're original, real. It's amazing. I'm disappointed. I was really hoping to show you that place, Buff.
I really wanted to see it.
I got some pictures from in there. It's insane.
I bet. It looks awesome. Perfect place for us and these cars and
yes,
all of it.
Well, I'm mainly disappointed in the fact that
well, I mean, it's Monday. They gotta have a day off.
We have decided that getting the hell out of Chandler is probably a good idea.
We gotta be on the other side.
Yeah, we need to be on the, we need to. So we're going to hit up Stroud. Old buildings, that is cool. That was Stroud. I thought we were going to find somewhere to stop, but there really wasn't anywhere, so just press on. I want that sign. So Buff and I just stopped and had dinner and a beer, and walked out of the restaurant, and this is what I see. That is not what you want to see. So it is actively dripping. I wonder if I did top it off a few stops back, and because it was shifting a little funny. I wonder, I can't really see where that drip is coming from. I'm gonna start it and have it idling. and then I'm gonna check it and see if it's just way over full. Maybe it's just leaking out of the vent. Our leak plug. Let's slow it down now that it's running. Yeah, it's quite over full. Now we're ready to get on the road. I've got like another hour and a half or so to Buff's house. And then stage 1 of the road trip is complete. So we've basically got about as far to go as we drove all day yesterday. When you put it that way, it sounds like a lot. But anything interesting happens, I will let you know. Like if this transmission dies. Just stopped again for fuel and kind of check everything out. This should be the very last stop before we get to Buff's. And I don't know, we drove another approximately 80 miles or so. Another 4 gallons of gas. Every single time we've stopped, it's been like 4, no more than 5 gallons. This car is actually getting pretty exceptionally good fuel mileage. It's leaking everywhere. There's more oil leaks. The transmission leak has pretty much stopped though, so that's good. I don't know, that oil or brake fluid. That's oil. Yeah, there's oil. Oh, I know why. It's blowing out of the... There, we'll just, there. Now it won't blow all over that stuff. Well, actually, maybe let's not blow all over the electronics. We need a nice happy medium. Wow. Here's, we have just arrived at the Buff's Garage compound. Somewhere in Oklahoma. That I have absolutely no idea where this is. I could probably never find this again. Dude, the Chevelle made it. Congratulations.
We made it. Look at that.
That's crazy.
This thing just went from New Mexico all the way back home to Oklahoma. And all I can say is, yeah, we made it. So I'm going to come back during the daylight and walk you around and finish up this video. See you tomorrow. Which I should be tonight.
And then that only means we have one option to get another like 200 miles. I haven't even looked yet how far it is.
Probably in that vicinity, yeah.
Buff's all loaded up, ready to go.
I'm ready.
We are headed for Missouri now. We've got a good, hard, probably 3 hours or so.
Yep.
And what better car to do it in than the Fury?
Nice.
Such a wonderful car.
Headlights better than mine.
High beams are not.
Oh, well,
You'll see.
I didn't have high beams. Or I technically only had high beams.
The high beams, that one over there on the passenger side, aims right up at the trees.
Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, this is it's pretty
My
great.
right one was basically across and up. And the other one was dead straight.
Alright, so this is the last gas stop before we're in Missouri, hopefully. We're gonna get like 4 gallons again. No, so there's a few things I want to do. The throttle return has gotten worse and worse progressively this whole trip. So now at idle, when you let off the gas, you're running about 40 miles an hour, which is annoying when you've got to use your foot to pull the gas pedal back every time. And the speedometer cable is obnoxiously loud again. So I'm going to pull it off the cluster and lube it again, and that should get me the rest of the way. First, let's look at the return spring. 4.6 gallons every time. It's been like 4.3, 4.6.
I saved you 40
gallons.
cents.
So I don't need to check the oil because this isn't a Chevy.
Hey, it eats it. It doesn't leak it.
Look at that. The battery is. Why are we seep? Is that acid?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing that? Are we overcharging the battery?
Possibly. Still working though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, you'll just get home and not worry about it.
So I added this return spring to the throttle down here, and I think I'm gonna have to move it to, it's hooked on the control arm. I think I'm gonna have to move it to the other side of the control arm.
Because enough tension?
It might be too much tension actually.
No.
Let me feel the pedal.
Like pushing a brick.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
That's
Fixed.
So that's fixed. You know, just ignore the fact that the odometer is now like 12 or 1300, about 1100 miles more than when I started. But you know, can't do that in an old car. It's not possible.
Those are only for weekends and car shows.
Yes.
Can't drive them.
They're not made to be driven.
It's what, like 200,000 mile car?
Yes, this car is pushing. We thought it was 90,000 miles. No, this car has got 190-some thousand miles on it. There's no way.
It's just worn out.
It is.
It's still a good car.
Every bit of it is worn out, but no, they didn't build cars like. You
mean
that
like
would
throwaway
last.
paper plate cars they make today?
Yeah, these are not anywhere near as good as cars they build today. Can't trust them. Unreliable.
And just pointing out that if something like this happened in a modern car, you're done. You have to take it to a shop, they have to hook it up to a scanner, you got to pay thousands of dollars to fix it.
Yeah,
or in your case, you just crawl under the dash with a can of lube and fix it and you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. No, new cars don't even have speedometer cables.
Nope.
So much better.
It's all electronic.
I would much rather pay thousands of dollars to a repair shop or someone to program it instead of just, I don't know, lubing the fucking thing.
One can of lube that works for every part of the car.
So we got more drinks and gas, another 4 gallons. I swear, that's all this car uses is 4 gallons. I've spent like $100 in fuel this whole trip.
Now, if you hadn't had to stop for me to put oil in every 80 miles, you probably could have gotten pretty far each time.
Yeah, I don't plan on, how far is Joplin from here?
It's like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely get well past Joplin.
Yeah, I plan on it.
Yeah.
We need to make one more fuel stop before home.
I think you could do that.
I think we can make that happen.
All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, the headlight switch is a little finicky. You gotta know how to finger it. We have officially made it into Missouri in the 59 Plymouth Fury. That is a wonderful feeling to be back in Missouri. Wow. So now we've just got like, what, 2 hours? 3 hours, something like that to go?
Not 3, it's probably
2.5 or something, yeah. So we should be coming up on Joplin now, I think. We gotta be getting pretty close to Joplin. I may or may not have missed my exit. I was supposed to have gotten on 49 headed north and just blew right past that like 20 minutes ago. So now we're on some 2-lane and we're gonna be taking some 2-lane road for probably like the rest of the trip. So that's fun. I ran into a problem. You'll notice the headlights are awfully dim on the car now, as are the dash lights and everything. So I'm pretty sure we killed the charging system. The nearest town is about 9 miles away and we're on some 2-lane in the middle of nowhere. Still a good hour or 2 from home. So we're gonna try to get to this closest town and see if there's anything we can do. Or I already got out and looked, and everything's intact. So I think the alternator's just dead. So hopefully we make it. I'm in a little town in Missouri called Lockwood. I've never been here before. I'm just gonna double check. Look at how dim the lights are. We're not even. Can't see anything. I can't really justify.
Are those all supposed to be not connected?
Those are the old ones, they don't matter. Everything's hooked up. I'm betting that this alternator just died. Or this voltage regulator. The car just died. The battery is completely flat dead. And I'm in front of some person's house on the main drag in this town called Lockwood. I guess I might attempt to at least push it. The parts store is right over there. And if we're gonna be sleeping in the car, I'd rather be right there outside the parts store first thing in the morning and not in front of some random person's house. So
Just don't say you never pushed your car.
Well, I made a phone call. I'm waiting to hear back. My dad is like an hour away and he's seeing if he's got any Chrysler parts or a battery. Maybe that'll happen. If not, we relocated the car to the front of a parts store, so we can camp out in front of the parts store, I guess, and
Wait till morning.
hope that they've got
Something.
They'd at least have batteries. We could buy like 3 batteries. It would get me home.
For sure.
Buff just went walking around to see if there's any outside outlets or anything to plug in the jump pack so we can charge our phones and stuff at least. Yeah, we have a jump pack, but it's dead, and it wouldn't really matter if it was charged because it wouldn't do anything for us anyway. It might get us farther on down the road, but the next decent sized town is about 30 miles away. So yeah, the only thing to do is just camp out in the car and wait for the morning when this auto parts store opens. Oh,
Well, it's morning.
yeah, got at least maybe an hour of sleep in the car.
We had folks show up with help and parts. Say hi.
Hi.
So he brought us a GM1 wire,
Which is
and
what
some brackets, and some belts.
we attempted to put a GM1 wire on this at PBG West and failed, but I think we might be able to make it work now. We didn't have a belt, and he's got some other brackets and stuff that we didn't have, so we're going to see if we can make it work.
Also found out who the owner of the parts store is, and they got in here and got the lights on for us. We can go in and see if we can't get this thing done.
Well then, I guess you have any of the standard hardware. So this is what we came up with. To run a GM alternator, you've got to space it way out on this, so we actually bolted a GM bracket to the Chrysler bracket and ran it way out here without even changing the belt. So I've got it wired in. We're going to try that jump pack that never works and try to start it and check and see if we're charging.
What do you mean it never works?
I've never been able to get this stupid thing to work.
Never works.
Now it's just hope the alternator's good.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
And of course it's cold. We're gonna try a little starting fluid, see if that helps. It's really cold out. Yeah. Now she'll run all day. Turn this off.
I mean, it would probably make it as is, but
Yeah.
I'm using it tonight.
We got that spacer too if we need to.
Going.
Running again. Yeah, this should keep it from wiggling all over the place. That's as good as that needs to be for right now.
That's not going anywhere.
No. If you're ever not sure if something's charging on an older vehicle, don't do this on your new piece of shit. You want to check it, have it running, disconnect the battery. Stays running, the alternator's charging. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You really saved our asses.
Hey, no problem. Look, you can get her a drink of beer sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
It's never too early.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get you my number.
Yeah.
Ready to go home?
I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to be home.
This is not the first time I've spent a night in a car. Probably one of the coldest. So
It was freezing. My feet are still numb. My hands are numb. What the hell is this? It's April.
I know.
Why is it this cold?
But if you're going to break down, do it in the middle of nowhere, right in front of a parts store, because that really came in handy. And then these guys drove 2 hours away to come help us out, and then honestly, we couldn't have done it without them. So
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome.
I think, you know what? We're turning around and going back to New Mexico.
It's warm there.
It's warm there. We're
Yeah.
taking over PBG West, Dalton.
Oh, you should have got your power steering pump while you're in there.
Okay, the car is fixed. We're an hour and a half from home. After sleeping outside that parts store. Oh, no,
right
that
up here.
parts store. Yeah, that one. We're gonna make it. Gotta make it.
We will not miss you, parking lot in front of a parts store.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be in Lockwood, Missouri again.
You can just wave your middle finger as you drive by.
Now we're passing through the little town of Alternator Springs, Missouri.
Got about 50 miles to go.
50 miles from home. We are in the actual home stretch now.
We just shut her down and pulled over because the whole car filled with smoke. Grab the fire extinguisher. Nothing going on here. What'd you find?
Nothing.
Something's on fire.
You know what? I wonder if that ballast resistor died. This is the old wire that was running to the charging system. It goes to one side of the ballast resistor. By putting voltage to that, I should have ignition. Not right now, of course.
Yep, that was it.
Okay, so what I did, the main power wire burned up, I guess, in the cab. So I just ran this old alternator wire that goes to the side of the ballast resistor because I was using it as an exciter. I just ran it straight to the battery, fired up, it still runs, but can't shut it off inside anymore. Fine, whatever. There it is. Wow. According to my odometer, this has actually been about 1,300 miles in total that this car has done in the last 48 hours. And now I am home. The Fury is home.
It's forever home.
This is its forever home. Wow.
Feels good?
Feels good.
That was the feeling I had last night.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Hold on. Wow.
You know, you'll have that with them nice cars.
This is a quality automobile.
Hey, it just went across country, man.
It did. 48 hours ago, this car left New Mexico virtually untested. Drove through mountains, drove through the desert, drove across the entire country. This has been the greatest experience I have ever had. This was my dream, to drive this kind of car across Route 66. And it is so amazing to me that this car traversed the same road that it very likely took to its home in Alamogordo 60 years ago. It's been an incredible experience. Met some amazing people along the way. Thank you so much to everybody that we met and that helped us and helped made sure we made it home. Thank you to Dalton, Buff, Sheridan for the car, and thank you so much for watching.